If I were to ask you to name the most hated game of all time, you could easily say Fortnite.
I'm not seeing enough movement!
Because of its cringy community. You could say Overwatch 2, where they basically shove paid cosmetics in your face. Also, you could go as far to say Far Cry 6, mainly because it's super underwhelming from previous Far Cry games. But what if there was a game that had all of these three bad elements in one? Well, released on June 2nd, 2020, made by Riot Games, Valorant had an insane introduction to the video game genre. Now, at first the game had little to no success, but slowly the game started getting a huge fan base. By this time, we had these kind of videos shoved in our face.
For every kill you get, I'll give you an ooh.
Alright, bet.
Oh my god, I'm so nervous.
Aw, you're adorable.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, ooh. Ooh.
Oh my god, that is so adorable.
Oh, and he's ooh.
No! 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 No!
And to say it was cringy, it was an understatement. But does the game really deserve the hate it gets? Well, let's talk about some of the worst things that makes Valorant so hated. Well, first we have some issues while trying to play the game, such as hundreds of different errors what you get when you're starting the game. You basically just can't play it. But errors aside, there is also another community game that literally hates the shit out of Valorant.
What gun do I buy?
Negative. Now, from the release of Valorant, both of these communities have been in this kind of war where they say our game is better, our game at least doesn't have these cringy people, now, and so more. But if you were to go to TikTok right now and search Valorant, after a few scrolls you will either see one player from CS2 community hating on the game or the other way around. Another argument I see people have, which does really not make sense to me, is that CS2 is a much simpler game compared to Valorant, where in Counter-Strike you simply choose a weapon and fight other people, whereas in Valorant you choose an agent where there are different abilities, like you got Phoenix who can basically have a clone of himself, and once the clone dies you can go back to your original Phoenix, if you know what I mean. And also you got like these cosmetics that people like to compare between both games. For example, the most expensive thing in Valorant is the Power Fist knife, where currently it's valued at $62.51. But in CS2 the most expensive thing is the case hardened blue gem Karambit.
The number one lowest float, number one pattern Karambit blue gem in factory condition. The most expensive knife in the world. His inventory was on private for the longest time, it still is. And then suddenly it reappeared on CSGO float 23 days ago. Everyone knew that it existed, but on CSGO float no one could see. He came back, he opened his inventory probably for like a split second. Now it's registered on CSGO float. 1.5 million US dollars in Bitcoin. Declined for this knife right here. That is so surreal. $1.5 million. Maybe even a little bit cheap now. It's so ocean blue, bro. It's so clear. It's the number one pattern Karambit. Wow.
Where basically its price can go to $2 million. So the price difference between these cosmetics in Valorant and CS2 is not even close. But again, I think this argument sucks. Yes, I know in CS2 you need crazy luck to open a knife, whereas in Valorant you buy bundles. But at the end of the day, they are just pixels. I just know I got so many people angry with that. Both games like to say that the other copies their game. So now, there's definitely a war between these two games. It's kind of similar to how League of Legends players hate Dota and the other way around. But now, if you were to go to Steam community, let's hear some people opinions on Valorant. I don't know how to say your name, but they say main reasons why I don't like it: slow movement, gunplay, abilities, and maps. Chatterbox says it's not as fun as CSGO. It doesn't look as good, the movement doesn't feel as good, the map doesn't feel as good. Shotguns or we're actually stupid. Abilities and balancing makes it all a mess. And there are a lot of smurfs. To be honest, there are lots of smurfs in CS2, so that's invalid. I give it a shot, having put in a solid amount of time when the game first started. Plat in beta, diamond the first month of release. But to me, the only thing they've got going for them is the anti-cheat. The game itself is not enjoyable as CSGO. Now, we heard from CSGO players. Let's go and hear from some Valorant players through their opinions on CSGO. Hypanopus, Corotas, what? says, I much prefer the Valorant graphics. They are a lot brighter, look more modern. Skins in Valorant are also much better in my opinion. Not to mention the better ranked experience and the easier UI. People also like to say that the Valorant anti-cheat is way better than the CS2 one, which you have to agree, let's be honest. The CS2 anti-cheat is horrible. And also we got arguments like Valorant has a less toxic people compared to CS2. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to say this is kind of true. I mean, just look at this.
Fucking damn it! I better clutch this up. Purple, hurry the fuck up! Green, wait for him! Wait for purple! Wait. Purple, go! We waiting for you! Go, go, go! God damn it, Purple, you are a waste of time! You're a waste of air! You're a waste of space! Go kill yourself! Purple, you need to go
Sorry,
on the
I can't
floor.
hear you from the
Fucking
bottom
jump
of the
up. You're a waste of
leaderboard.
time.
I can't hear you from down there.
You're a waste of time and space. Oh my god, Purple! You need to shut the fuck up! Go up to your room!
Sorry,
and
can't
jump
hear you from
off.
down there.
You're a waste
Can't
of time.
hear ya.
You're a waste of-
But in my opinion, Valorant doesn't deserve the hate that the game actually gets. If the game is actually full of these people that are cringy, then maybe it deserves the hate, but I haven't seen a good proper argument to why Valorant is such a hated game. So what do you guys think of the hate of Valorant? Is it deserved? If so, why not tell me in the comments? But anyway, I appreciate you guys joining me in this video again. If you did enjoy, please subscribe and like. And if you did make it to the end of the video, comment down below jet animation, if you know what it means. Anyways, you have a good one. Thank you.
She wishing I would put her in the mix. Shorty got a taste and now she wants a fix. You know how it gets, but I'ma have to hit you in a bit, cause I'm focused on this money and these hits.